The deacons this year are going to have a special music theme during the monthly meeting. The theme this year is the Olney Hymns. Dr. Coombe had suggested the reading of Rob Morgan's book on the hymns. Rob is a regular visiting preacher here at Shadow Mountain and has written a book, Then Sings My Soul, which is about the history of the great hymns. This was the inspiration of the theme for this year. We, the deacons, are focusing on the Olney Hymns for 2020 and 2021. The Olney Hymns come from a small village in Olney, England. They were first published in 1779. The most famous of those hymns is known to all, Amazing Grace. The two contributors were John Newton and his poet friend William Cowper. The hymns were written for use in Newton's parish church, which was made up of relatively poor and uneducated followers. The hymns were an illustration of the ideologies of the evangelical movement at that time. For context, in those days, a pastor would prepare a sermon, but would also prepare a chorus for a popular hymn as part of his presentation for the Sunday worship. For the first time in church history, in the years following the Reformation, those sitting in the pews had the opportunity to actually worship by singing. Prior to that in church history, the priests sang in the Levitical services, and then the priests led in song in the Catholic services. What is amazing about the hymns was the background of the two famous writers. John Newton, as we all know about, was a captain of a slave ship who was famously converted during a storm. The second was William Cowper. He was the son of a clergyman, well educated but suffered from severe depression his entire adult life. However, during a time in an asylum, he was counseled by his cousin, who was a clergyman, and was converted to Christianity. How unlikely was this pair to team up on a collection of over 348 hymns? In fact, one of the great hymns was God Moves in a Mysterious Way. That hymn is always going to remind us about how God can take two individuals so lost and put them together for His good and purpose. Amazing Grace was written in 1779 by John Newton. It's hard to shake off a mother's influence. John Newton's earliest memories were of his godly mother who, despite fragile health, devoted herself to nurturing his soul. At her knee, he memorized Bible verses and hymns. Here are some things you may not know about Newton's most famous hymn. His title for it wasn't originally Amazing Grace, but Faith's Review and Expectation. It is based in Newton's study of 1 Chronicles chapter 17, verse 16 and 17. King David said, "Who am I, O Lord God, and what is my house, that you have brought me this far, and yet you have also spoken of your servant's house for a great while to come, and have regarded me according to the rank of a man of high degree."
There is a fountain filled with blood drawn from Emmanuel's veins, and sinners plunged beneath that flood lose all their guilty stains, lose all their guilty that flowing wound sublime. Redeeming love has been my theme and shall be till I die, and shall be till I die, and shall be till I die. Redeeming love has been my theme and shall be till I die. Wash all my sins away, wash all my sins away. Redeeming love has been my theme and shall be till I die.